I'm talking about putting on riding out Glocks in my mind's house. Front you with that work out in front of niggas' work.
From New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against the Hawks.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
So off the tip, it's Oklahoma City.
Let's go. You're in.
Hey, well done.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Magic.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will, not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
The chosen one, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pelicans leading by 9.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Thunder trailing by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it's not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far. That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Here's Outlaw. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Number 1, Drew Holiday. Russell Westbrook is second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
That free throw, no good.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Miller comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Fredette in for Eric Gordon. And you look at the star talent for Oklahoma City, the eternal what if. Steve, how would this team be different if they'd held on to James Harden?
Well, that's the question. I mean, to have 3 superstars, they would have been unstoppable offensively. As it is, they're hard enough to guard. But, you know, that's a question that will remain, you know, forever unanswered.
3-on-3. Releases from 15, and there's another one for the Thunder.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
Pelicans leading by 4. Now Outlaw. He had 16 points in the win against Atlanta. Takes a 3, and it's good.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Jackson kicks to Durant. Outside Jackson. Collison with the screen for Jackson. There's Lamb. The rebound by Anderson.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Here is Outlaw, guarded by Jackson. It's taken away by Collison. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Ibaka slams it back in.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Man, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
Now, here is Fredette. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. Here's Outlaw. And he gets it to go from the corner. Outlaws got 6 points.
Kevin, they've been playing with an awful lot of energy here, getting a lot of offensive rebounds. That's always an indicator of hustle and energy.
Outside Durant. Puts it up. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 6 points for Kevin Durant. And so here is New Orleans, leading by 5. Here's Outlaw. Good. Outlaw! 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Jackson. To the middle. And stolen by Miller. Now, here is Fredette. Defense is right there. Can't get it to go.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Ibaka. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, going back a few seasons, the Thunder with a great young foundation, but they were faced with some tough financial decisions. In the end, Serge Ibaka was extended. James Harden was traded. Now most would argue that Harden is the better player. But, of course, as far as fit is concerned, Ibaka, I think, was the right choice because of his defensive prowess.
The first free throw is good. And Serge Ibaka, Clark, a player that every team in the NBA covets. Stretch 4 with 3-point range, also block shots, and he can play some center too.
Kevin, that's a very unique skill set he has. I mean, actually, he might be the only player in the league who truly fits that description you just laid out.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. Serge Ibaka, the 24th pick by the Thunder back in 2008. From the start, Steve, his incredible work ethic has shown through.
No doubt, Kevin. He's become one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Excellent defender, can guard 4s and 5s. A terrific weak-side shot blocker. And that jump shot, that 17-footer, has given Oklahoma City the spacing that that offense needs.
Jackson passes to Durant. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Outlaw dishes to Fredette. Fredette gets a screen from Outlaw. Off the screen. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Durant just inside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Pretty shot without a second to spare.
That can be so demoralizing for the team that gives up a shot like that to close out a quarter.
Here we go.
Here's Evans. Outside Gordon. Dishes to Holiday. Evans kicks to Gordon. Shoots from the high post. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And the Pelicans making a change here. Outlaws checked in. Thomas checked in for the Thunder. Morrow comes in for Russell Westbrook. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. The strategy included running the offense through the chosen one. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot selection. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. And then Thomas with the dunk. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
And he knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
And I love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities just as a result of playing hard.
That's good from Outlaw. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Outside Jackson. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock from the stripe. That one wide left.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
Gordon goes in. Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 27.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Pelicans.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
They've finally gotten something good to happen against them. The last 2 times out, they weren't nearly as productive.
Yeah, they'll now be 1-2 against them this season. They'll face them once more, so they could end up with a split in those 4 games.
And if you had to pick one player who would maybe take over everyone else in terms of picking up his game, it was, I think, that kind of a night for Anthony Davis. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on defense that put them in the driver's seat.
Oklahoma City's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Telfair, and again, no good by Oklahoma City. Here's New Orleans. They're on an 11-3 run. Feeds it to Withy. Miller kicks to Rivers. There's the dish to Outlaw. Pulls up on the wing, connects, the jumper drops. Outlaw's got 30 points.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Shot from free throw range. Adams' shot is good.
Assist from Sebastian Telfair.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outlaw with it. Off the mark. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by.
Come on. Who died? You look a little nervous.
Well, I heard it's never a good thing to be called into the GM's office, especially the day your 10-day contract is up. So if you're going to release me, I would just appreciate it if you did it quickly.
I'm going to be brutally honest, kid. You haven't done enough to secure a regular roster spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, wait. You have done enough to secure another 10-day contract, though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm going to give you another shot to prove you belong in this league permanently, huh?
Hey, you won't regret it either. I'm going to make it awfully hard for you to let me go.
I hope so. Look, a contract's on my secretary's desk. You go sign that on your way out. Get out of here.
All right, thank you.
All right. Where's my lunch?